We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I am your host today, Bumpy McSquigums. We're diving into SpellForce Conquest of Eo, owned by Gravity, THQ Nordic, releasing on February 3rd, 2023. I finally get a chance to dive in and get my hands on it. This, I feel like, announced not that long ago, and then all of a sudden, boom, it was released. I was like, oh my goodness. So I'm excited that I finally got my hands on it and we're able to dive in and play. Big SpellForce fan. This one looks like it's taking a different direction. It looks like it's more turn-based, more of a 4X type game. But, it's going to have its own unique feel and flavor and all that. So I'm excited to dive in and see how this plays. The tutorial, if you guys are wondering, it's not a playable tutorial. There's a bunch of different, options that explain things, which I probably should have taken the time to read through, but I didn't. So we're going to just try to figure it out as we go. You guys know I generally like to go and do the tutorial, but my hope is the campaign has some sort of little bit of guidance at the beginning. But if it doesn't, that's okay too. Okay, so we have, it looks like 4 or 3 different predetermined options and then a custom option. And we can be an alchemist, a necromancer, or an artificer. And then, of course, there's the custom mage. Be an alchemist, a master of bottled elements. Brew potions and concoctions to support your soldiers in combat, summon magical creatures, and control nature itself. You prefer lots of options in combat to overcome the odds with clever use of your resources. So we'll have alchemy, nature, and enchantment. Then we have the necromancer. Be a necromancer, an artist of life in death. Harvest souls from the bodies of the fallen to create your horde and flood the lands with your servants. You prefer big armies, but will happily sacrifice individual units. Necromancy, death, and death. He not real up on the diversity thing there. It's okay. Be an artificer, a creator of magical items. Craft glyphs and artifacts to provide your troops with a multitude of different upgrades and wrest secrets from the earth itself. You prefer quality over quantity and like to buff up individual units. Artificing, Earth Master, and a Guardian. And then, of course, the Custom Mage, where we can choose whatever we want. I actually don't know what I want to go with. You know what? I often shy away from necromancy and such. I'm not necessarily one who cares so much about minions and all this stuff, but you know what? Let's try it. Let's go a little outside my normal here. Well, as a necromancer, it feels like the Gilly Shire is probably going to be where we're going to want to start. Looks like there's a lot of fallen enemies already, but let's see what we got here. The Golden Fields. Peaceful Valley is the breadbasket of the Highmark. Bugs have recently infested the fields and granaries. Challenge is pleasant. Goblins, bandits, insects, cultivated plants, sparse in ore, civilized central region. Then we have a medium challenge here, the Illuvion. Forests and lakes fill this region once populated by elves. Dangerous beasts roam the forest rich in wildlife, and the fanatics of the new purity extend their grasp here. Okay, so we already know medium challenge, enemies, religious fanatics and beasts, diverse flora, central wilderness. And we have the Dracot. This is a tough one. Deep in the northern Windwall Mountains, the dwarves here are busy mining precious metals. Recent events have seen an uprising of the Granite Dwarf faction. Sorry, too many R rolls there. I got lost in it. We got dwarves, mountain beasts, and monsters rich in ore, remote mountain region, Gillyshire. Tough. This does sound cool, though. This easternmost region of the Highmark is struggling with orcish raiders draining its resources. Lately, the undead have been pushing in from the north as well. We've got a tough challenge as orcs, undead, and the Hive. Cultivated flora, iron deposits, remote war-torn region. Cool. And finally, the Misty Coast. We're going to start with Golden Fields because I don't know what I'm doing. But brutal orcs and swamp monsters, corrupted plants, and ore, remote coastal region. Coastal region covered in a thick mist. A small orcish settlement has been established here recently, holding on for survival. So I have no idea what I'm doing. Again, we're going to start with this. All right, we got story mode, explorer, balanced, hard, and impossible. I know, guys and gals. We're going through a lot of options and stuff. Don't worry, we're going to get to the gameplay, I promise. All right, story mode. For players who want to focus on story and exploration rather than combat. World progression, time to explore, rare attacks on tower, weaker stacks. Economy is plenty, and the battle AI is forgiving. Players who want to familiarize themselves with the game, recommended first playthrough. We'll see. Time to explore, occasional attacks on tower, weaker stacks, balanced and forgiving. How the developers recommended the game. Okay, that's the one for me right there. Balanced, regular attacks on tower, balanced attacks, balanced economy, balanced AI. And then we have hard, like a challenge and tougher combat, balanced, regular, strong stacks, tough and balanced. That's economy and AI. And impossible. Survival only for the fittest. Keep up or perish is the world progression. Yikes. Brutal onslaught, stronger stacks, every coin counts, and merciless. Alright, we're going balanced. Sorry, folks. Well, you guys know I tend to like to play the game how the developers intend you to experience it. And then if I find that's too easy, I will move up to harder difficulty. Zarak and Nor are renegade guardians revered by the dark races. Oh yeah. I don't know what that means, but I'm here for it. And then the War of the Six Races pitted humans, dwarves, and elves against orcs, trolls, and dark elves, and was ultimately decided by intervention from the Guardians. Let's get it. Alright, when a message from your master told you he had discovered a way to channel the Allfire and urged you to come to his tower, you quickly gathered your entourage and set out. The letter contained little more than his note and a small flute, exquisitely carved and bearing your master's sigil. He seemed to fear running afoul of the circle of mages and the most powerful covenant of magic users on Io, or they are, I suppose. His tower, now before you, bears the sign of a terrible battle having raged there. To the tower! Welcome to SpellForce, Conquest of Eo, Great Mage. You can disable tutorials in the option menu. No, I'm good. And can also revisit them in the tutorial section. I like it. We got WASD movement, zooming in and out with the mouse wheel. We can also move by click and drag. Whee! Okay, selecting units by left-clicking. To deselect something, left-click elsewhere. So we can do that. We can move around like this. Then we can do this. All right, stacks. This is a stack. Stacks can contain several units, but are limited to only one apprentice or hero. Use stacks to explore the world, battle enemy stacks, and resolve adventures. Left-click on a unit's portrait in the stack panel below. It will display its abilities. All right, got it. Select a stack and move the cursor over the hex you want to move to. A path is shown displaying what route it will take and how far it will move in your turn. Each unit has a limited number of movement points each turn, and some hexes require more points to move through, of course, terrain and whatnot. All right, right-click to move the selected stack to the target location. So select our boys here. Oh, we are not exactly the prettiest of folk, are we? You can see some unit details here. This is the unit screen, which provides detailed information on the selected unit. On the right are the unit's active and passive abilities. On the left is the unit's display its current level and experience bar. Once a unit has gained enough experience, you can also level it up here. Hover over an ability to get more info on it. Look at them. Aren't they cute? Or nightmare-inducing and terrible. Probably one of those things. What's this? Oh, we have glyph slots. Don't know what that's all about, but hey. We got death bolts, melee attack, move. Okay, cool. We could fire the unit or we just close. All right, they want us to move here. Let's get to hustling. The corpses and debris marking the fight inside the great hall of your master's tower fill you with grief for him. Instinctively, your hands go to the flute he sent you with his letter. You trace the fine carvings with your fingers, and memories of your time here flood your mind. Suddenly, the flute seems to hum and vibrate, and a small sound emanates from it. Examine the flute. The sound morphs into a flute melody, and with it, shadowy images slowly begin to appear across the hall. Figures take form, becoming more solid and taking the shape of two groups facing each other, weapons drawn. You see your old master leading one of the groups. This must be the battle for the tower. Yeah! Revisit the battle combat tutorial. Alright, let's get it. You guys know I love turn-based games, and I love that SpellForce is like, hey, you know what? Turn-based. Let's do it. I'm here for it. Combat is at the heart of your path to victory. It is played in alternating turns and ends with when one side has been vanquished. The defending army begins. Interesting, interesting. Ooh, look at that big thing in the back. Ooh, look at him. Yeah, your turn. Now it is your time to act. Select individual units and give them orders. Once everyone has acted, end your turn. Each unit has 3 actions available per turn. Cool. You may spend all of them to attack, execute abilities, or use up to 2 for movement during your turn. All right. So wait, we got Spirit Phantom Warriors. We got an Ice Golem. An Ice Golem is an elemental being very good in defense and at taking the brunt of most enemy attacks. Instead of attacking, you should guard with it so that it takes even less damage during the opponent's turn. Its Cold Snap ability can be used to damage and debuff enemies in an area around it, but isn't very effective against demons. Huh. Interesting. The Pyromancers. Dwarven Pyromancers are masters of, I'm guessing, fire elemental damage, or just maybe elemental damage that cast fireballs from afar. They are weak in close combat, but have several useful spells at their disposal. Elemental weakness makes enemies more susceptible to elemental damage, while flame armor improves the defenses of one of your own units. Grant flame armor. Wait, do I want to put that on my frost golem? That seems bad. Some units have special abilities they can use in combat. These can be magic spells, devastating area attacks, or means of healing others. Abilities usually require focus to use, as well as a number of actions. Focus is a finite resource within a given battle, so use it wisely. I don't know how that would work, but I really want to try it, because it sounds terrible. Oh, right. Hold on. So if I grant flame armor to you, will that use all of my actions? And then we have Phantom Warriors. These Phantom Warriors are ethereal creatures with high physical and elemental resistances, perfect for this opponent, as demons deal these types of damage. Their white damage attacks bypass the opponent's elemental resistance and armor. Instead, the attacks are mitigated by their lower willpower. I mean, I feel like I could just like move here and guard. Yeah, I guess. Then I get an end turn, huh? Alright. You just ended your turn. Any unit with actions left will enter a guard stance. Okay, cool. Guarding increases unit's defense, making it control all the hexes around it instead of just in front of it, and makes it immune to flanking. Units also replenish their 3 actions at the end of their turn. He shouldn't be able to attack. He might just be able to reach us. Alright, now they're all gonna gang up on our boy. He's gonna counterattack. Alright, we got retaliations. This unit just retaliated because it was attacked in melee combat. Each retaliation uses up an action. So if a unit retaliates 3 times, it cannot further retaliate and won't have any actions left on its own turn. Makes sense. Some abilities may confer status effects on a unit. These can be beneficial, such as protection, or harmful, such as bleeding or burning. Status effects usually last for the remainder of the battle, but can be cleansed by some abilities. So these guys are able to move up and double hit me. Oh, you are able to attack. That's just the worst. The opponent has sent demons against you. These ferocious close combat fighters have high elemental resistance and armor, so they take less damage from your elemental attacks. Try weakening their resistance with your pyromancers or engaging them with your phantom warriors. Oh, okay. Let's move there. How do we weaken them? Ah, like this. They have now been enkindled. Oops. Okay, flanking. A flanking attack deals increased damage and stops the opponent from retaliating against the first blow, as they have to turn toward the attacker first. To try flanking attack, a unit from the outside of their zone of control, indicated by the yellow marker next to the unit. Activating your guard ability will extend the unit's zone of control, making it immune to flanking. Unfortunate reality is we can't really do a whole lot here, so I guess I'm just gonna attack. Be attacked back, probably a whole bunch. Alright, he's just okay. Sure. Well, I might as well be a thing. Can't do anything with you, can't do anything with you, can't do anything with you. Do we have any like spells or abilities? I don't know. I feel like we're losing this. I made some terrible plays. Alright. Oh, we are doing a lot of counterattacking. But not on the people we want to counterattack. They're able just to do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. Alright, so yeah. I mean, I guess. Might as well go get the double attack on him. I keep left clicking. So if I hit 3. Wait, what's happening? There it goes. That was weird. I think I did something stupid there and it just caused issues. Alright. Oriented. I think I could just guard. It's probably the better play there. Alright, see what happens. He'll swing, we'll swing back. He'll swing, we'll swing back. And we're doing better now because we have the defensive benefit and we just exchange blows at a much better rate. Crushed him, and then we get him, and that's pretty much it, really. We just gotta throw a fireball on this guy. Call it a day. Help me move around. Alright, oh, we can't do that with you either. Alright, there we go. That's it. We did it. We're heroes. I started figuring things out as we got close to the end. Yay. No, alright, that's cool. That's a very cool system of fighting. I like it. It's different, so if you get in a position, you can really, really hammer somebody to death. You can use defensiveness a lot more effectively. This is good. You are filled with hope and a touch of confusion as your master's forces dispatched the intruders. Then, another robed figure enters the picture. With a leisurely wave of their hand, your master's remaining forces helplessly dissolve into ash, silent cries of agony etched into their faces. The ash is scattered to the wind, and the robed figure walks toward the stairs as if nothing happened. We shall follow! All of a sudden, the figure turns on you, raises their hand, and the flute's illusionary image vanishes abruptly. Did the magic end, or did the robed figure cast some kind of abjuration to prevent being spied upon? You find yourself nervously looking around for any sign that the robed figure is still here. The tower lies empty now. Enter the tower. The impressions of the fighting still play on your mind as you slowly walk up the dented stairway. The tower, damaged and deserted, still retains your master's presence somehow, wheeling you onward. Whatever happened here will not be forgotten. You are sure there is more to discover. Your master was always adept at hiding his secrets, but you are determined to uncover them. Set up in the tower. You take stock. The entry hall's golden chandelier has been stolen, and its soft carpets are gone. Your master's tower was not just attacked, but also robbed, it appears. On closer inspection, there are several tracks out of the tower. Traces of torn fabrics and dropped cutlery lead to a goblin camp not far from here. Go to the goblin camp and find the thieves. Okay, that seems doable. Oh, we have like an area of effect here. This is your tower. It is your home and study where trained troops will appear and your magical zone of influence, called your domain, emits from. Should your tower ever be taken by enemies, your career as a mage is over. That's not good. A mage's domain, indicated by the colored border, collects resources and effects from buildings as well as influencing the combat. Abilities are friendly and enemy stacks within. Most buildings deplete after a while when inside a domain. The mage's domain grows with their tower level. Oh, neat. All right, Gobbos. We have 164 strength. We're going to be ambushing 131. From the camp, you make out the loud, obnoxious squabbling of goblins. It appears they are fighting over loot from the tower, screaming at each other at the top of their lungs. We could wait and watch, or we could ambush. I'm going to ambush. This combat preview is shown prior to a fight. Cool. You can see the enemy's stack strength compared to your own, and the predicted outcome of using auto-resolve. At the bottom of the screen, you can choose to fight, auto-resolve, or abort. When being attacked, you can also choose to retreat, which will cause your units to take some damage before running away. The enemies may still come after them and attack again. So if we were to auto-calc, we would get a decisive victory, but it looks like we would still lose 2 people, maybe? The battle takes place in a mage's domain, or this battle does. Domains affect battles or battling units in various ways. Hover over the icon to see the effects. This one? Oh, willpower, armor, and damage. I mean, we gotta fight it. We gotta fight it. And hopefully we'll be able to raise some people from this. Maybe, anyway. Oh, they're behind walls. Look at them. They're so cute. Is that the little goblin archers? Yes. That's great. I don't like the fact that they have a fortified position, though. I suppose we'll figure this out one way or another. Well, if you double right click, you do things. So let's see what would happen if we go there. Waiting orders. Oh. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I figured you would come and blockade us. I was hoping that we were far enough back that we wouldn't really get hit. But honestly, we didn't get hit that hard. What does soul caged mean?
We going?
Don't know, but I am going to move over here and I'm going to attack this. Cool. Oh, we can't move again afterward. All right, that's fine. What? Sorry, I hit spacebar. What did spacebar do? Oh, spacebar is like a speed up for the entire turn. Okay, I see. Alright, looks like we're gonna get mollywopped here a little bit. That doesn't seem very intelligent. Alright. Attack. Get counterattacked. Take him down. And then I kind of want to just... We have no items. Let's try guarding. Maybe that'll work. Nope. I mean, it'll work for that, but then they're going to get shot to... Oh! That was a really bad choice. Like, the worst of all time for choices. Not smart at all. Surprise! Range penalty. If I go here, I can get double attack with no range penalty and just end them. Alright. We'll do that. Oh wow, single attack finished them off. Okay, we did that without losing anyone. There's definitely some hurt people, but okay. Do our people heal up between battles, I wonder? It does not look like it. After a battle, your surviving units gain loot and experience based on the enemies they have defeated. Okay. So we got 2 level ups. Cool. Good luck charm, flintstone, lesser vigorous soul, and an undiscovered faction. Okay. Cool. The now quiet camp is littered with goblin corpses. They were carrying and using some of your master's tools as well as a small amount of coin. Alright, we got some glyphs. Okay. The glyph of the herbalist, the grave robber, and the owl. 20% experience boost for the owl. +1 remains as additional loot after each one battle. Okay. And then the herbalist harvest plant. Harvest a harvestable location on the world map to gather ingredients. Okay, and then we got monetary reserves. Sure, where are the rest of his possessions? As you turn to leave, a few goblins emerge from hiding behind one of the dirty tents. One of them, wearing a hood made of a torn silken cloth, waves excitedly at you. I remembers you. One of Master's pupils, yes. We serves Master, not like these Chagrak here. He spits at the dead goblins emphatically. Bowing, he adds, we serves you now, yes. You gives us shiny and we fights for yous. Shows where more Master's things is. Show me then. The goblins point to 2 stacks of chests and sacks not far from where you stand. Let's collect those. So where are those? Over there. Okay, cool. Hiring from domain. Liberating certain locations within your domain allows you to hire specific units from your tower. This goblin den allows you to hire goblin brawlers and goblin archers and goblin shamans now. Access your hiring screen from the tab in the top left screen to hire new units. Hire from the screen. The higher a unit's tier, the stronger that unit is, but the longer the process will take and the higher the upkeep cost will be afterwards. Expand the list of available units by capturing locations on the strategic map or building tower rooms. Oh, very nice. Alright, so the shaman here. He has an electro ball, a melee attack. He does have healing spores. Okay. I think I'm going to hire one of those bad boys. 5 turns. You can only do so much at once. Your crafting and hiring slots are limited. They are displayed below your resource bar at the top of the screen. Okay, gotcha. and tell you how many turns crafting and hiring will take. You can increase the number by having certain locations within your domain or by adding rooms to your tower. Click with the left mouse button or the right mouse button on one of your slots to cancel the crafting or hiring process. Okay. That seems fine. This is a location that provides you with resources when inside your domain or affects a stack when the stack enters the text. Some locations have boons you can collect that recharge on a weekly basis. Our units will regenerate health here. Alright, I think we're going to end the day, or end the turn. Yeah, it's fine. Force end the turn. Very, very nice. You wander the old familiar rooms of the tower, lost in memories of your time here as an apprentice. The place was clearly searched through before the goblins ransacked it. Your master's crafting room has been depleted, most of the other chambers ravaged. Whoever did this left no stone unturned. Go to the La Biblioteca. Buried beneath a toppled bookcase in your master's gutted library, you find his old grimoire. Reverently, you you open the heavy tome. Many of its beautifully illustrated pages have been torn out, but you still see bits and pieces of your master's illegible script. He was always secretive about his arcane research, often writing in code. Try to decipher the grimoire. You look for the first spell he taught you, carefully flipping the large pages to one of the bookmarks attached to the spine. You can indeed make out some of the basics. Others you can almost decipher. This needs further study. You gaze around the room, imagining a treasure trove of arcane knowledge hidden among the scattered scrolls and torn books. A lifetime of magical study at your disposal. And we got plus 10 research. I will not leave until I have recovered my master's knowledge. But we will. We're going to leave right now, actually. Anyway, guys and gals, that's our very first episode. I don't know what's going on. I'm coughing a lot today. My throat's got like a tickle in it, so apologies if there's just random muting and whatnot. But I don't think I coughed on camera. Let's hope not, or on the microphone, so we'll see. Alright, folks, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out SpellForce Conquest of Eo. I'm excited to dive in and play a bit more. I always enjoy some good 4X action games, and this looks like it's got quite a few unique mechanics, and it's more story-driven, or so it seems. So, like I said, looks interesting. Can't wait to see more. If you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, the publisher, any of that stuff, down below in the description of the video. There'll be various links, just like there always are. Like, subscribe, share, do the YouTube algorithm thing for me, guys and gals. And until the very next episode, I have been Raspy McSquigums. I have been Bumpy McSquigums. My voice still sounds weird to me. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.